and now you it's like you got out of a 10-year toxic relationship, right? And you went and you dated somebody for a while, and it was cool at times, but at the end it just didn't work out. And y'all amicably split. And what's the first thing that you do? You run back to the damn crazy ex. Why? Why? That's exactly what he did. He ran back to his crazy ass ex-girlfriend.
And he committed for 3 years.
And committed, put a ring on it. And not the ring that he wants.
What's up, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Think RBA Podcast. I'm your host, Hack, here with my brother, Ken. Sir, how are you?
What's going on?
Yes, sir. So today we have I'm going to say a pretty packed episode. NBA, NFL, and a little WNBA.
Let's go.
There's a lot of action happening in the WNBA, and I feel like, they should get their love. But before I get to you with that, I want to pose a question to you guys. Do you feel that the WNBA players are compensated for or valued and compensated for what they're worth? Because a certain event happened and we're going to talk about. Before we talk about it, I want to give you a chance to get in the comments. Let us know what you think. While you're there, subscribe, like, share, post, all that good stuff. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Before I pose the question to you.
We getting deep. We starting off hot.
We starting deep, man.
Okay.
But before we go deep, I want to go a little light.
Okay.
This is the weekend of the WNBA All-Star Game.
Yep.
Right. I felt like they could have done a better job marketing it because I found out through social media, and usually it's a thing, the WNBA All-Star Game is a big hoopla, months in advance, right? All that. And the WNBA All-Star came through. Listen, 3-point contest, skills challenge, Sabrina Ionescu. What do you expect, right? I mean, it's automatic, right? Skills challenge. So this is actually, and I want to get this right, Natasha Cloud, her teammate. So both New York Liberty players. The All-Star Game was in Indy, first time ever. Now for NBA, right? Indiana, usually they took care of New York business.
Yeah.
But New York came into Indy for the All-Star Game and took care of business.
And then there's, Indy with Caitlin.
Correct. Except Caitlin was hurt.
I know.
She didn't play.
I know.
Right? That was the damper, the downside.
3 points.
Yeah. So, next year, hopefully, when she's going through some injuries and the Fever have suffered a bit of, I guess, a fever for a little.
You did not just do that.
I did. Okay. I did. And
you threw a dad joke in there.
I did throw a dad joke. Listen, man, look at all this salt and pepper, right? So in that sense, with Caitlin out, this also put a little damper on, the results of the teams because Caitlin's team lost. Are you surprised?
RBA. I don't know. Damper. What are we talking about?
I mean, I'm just saying. You want to see Caitlin out there, right? Launching these 30-footers.
It's an
entertaining
all-star
the crowd.
Game.
I know.
It's an all-star game.
Hey, at least not a dunk line.
Look, there will be plenty more.
True.
Plenty more in her future.
Second year start. Correct. But with the first time ever, 2 players from the same team winning the 3-point contest and the skills challenge. But a fun fact for you, and you may know this, I'm assuming you know this as an Atlanta fan. Last year, your very own Atlanta Dream.
Was it Ryan Howard?
Alicia Gray.
Oh.
She won both contests. Both.
Yeah, see, I don't keep up with them as much as I should. That's my own fault.
That's a interesting fact.
I mean,
but this year she couldn't do it.
But the Dream have not really been.
It's not been a dream. Anything but a dream.
It's been a while since they've been like uber competitive.
They still have a dream.
They still. They're in the city of dreams, right?
Sure.
That's where MLK was. I got a dream.
And it just remained a dream. Well, for the dream. But I want to get down to the initial question I posed to our viewers. To you, sir. Because the WNBA players came out, the stars came out, and they had all matching apparel. They all wore these shirts. And across the shirt it said, "Pay us what you owe us." Right. So right now, the WNBA, they're going through a CBA negotiation and trying to get that all taken care of by the deadline of August 31st. So in the event that they don't get it done, we're looking at a potential lockout situation, right? Work stoppage. So with all that being said, do you feel that the WNBA players are compensated for their worth and the value that they bring to the sport of women's basketball?
You're going to put me on the spot first.
On the spot, brother.
To set the tone one way or the other.
I mean, RBA.
I've seen some things out there, in the interwebs.
Okay.
And
Interwebs.
The interwebs, yes. And I don't know that I would have worn that shirt. I don't think I would have said pay me what you owe me, because I think that there's too much other data that's out there that shows like the amount of revenue is just it's not there for them to make the type of money that we maybe think they should make. The revenue's not there, right? So it's not like what you owe me per se, but I do think that they deserve to be paid more. Like, I don't think a WNBA player should have to go overseas as their primary career. Like, I've heard Candace Parker talk about it. Like, the WNBA was like her summer job, right? But she made her money overseas. And to me, in the sports world, there's just too much money out there. There's too much money out there on the table for them to not generate. What I think is, like you said, you teed this up for the naysayers perfectly when you said the WNBA All-Star game, like, it wasn't marketed well because if you don't know about it, you don't know about it, right? Well, that's the problem, right? And I think what needs to be solved is getting more eyeballs on the product. And I don't think that it's because they don't dunk. Like, I don't think that's the reason necessarily why people aren't watching. I do think, like, we've had players across multiple generations in terms of women's basketball that have been great. But like, I think that we are in a space right now where we have the most talent collectively than we probably ever have. And it's one of those evolutions, right? Just like the men's game, right? Each group that comes next, it's a little bit faster, bigger, faster, stronger kind of thing. And they're more skilled, the guys in the 70s are not going to be the sharpshooters that you got today, right? The guys today they're more skilled. It's a different game. And I think that that's where we're headed. And I think if the league could fix the revenue problem, do some of the things that the NBA does, and TV rights, and like there are ways, I believe, I don't got all the answers for it, but there are ways I believe that they could do it. And also too, a lot of these WNBA teams are in cities with NBA teams, and the leagues should be tied together. They should be working together, and there should be some level of revenue sharing. Like, would it be okay if you took $1 million off the top across all the NBA? Like, if you took $1 million off the top of all the NBA teams, right? It's 30 mil, whatever, like 32 teams, or even a couple 10 mil, right? And you just share some of that revenue down to the WNBA. Give them some influx of cash and other like, you know what I mean? Like, there could be some creative ways to do it where they can get paid more to sustain a life, to sustain a lifestyle that a professional athlete should of that caliber at that level, right? And not just have to rely on endorsements. So, but I don't know that it's like, I think it's hard, going back to my original point, to say what you owe me, because it's like, well, let's really break down the math of what's coming in. You know what I mean? Like, are we generating billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars? Like, how many of these teams are operating at a loss?
Good point.
So I do believe that they need to be paid more, but I think that there needs to be a lot of other things that have to change in order to make that happen.
So kind of what I heard was the math's not mathing. The math doesn't math. Right now, correct.
The math needs fixed.
The math needs to math. And I agree with you in the sense that I feel like the return on investment is not there yet, right? So when you say pay us what you owe us, I feel like the WNBA is at such an stage of infancy, and these are those stars, that's the better athletes that are coming in, like the Caitlin Clarks, who are bringing that attention now at a much, much larger scale. The more this happens, the more eyeballs you will eventually get with that. So right now, this is why I feel like it's such an early stage, and it's like at this point, what I owe you, like, do I really owe you anything? Like, when the eyeballs aren't there, when the math is not mathing, when the deals are not there. And I agree with you. I think the NBA can do a much better job with collaborating, and I'm sure they're collaborating now, but maybe even a more right off the top of my head, I'm thinking, why not, right? A local team, or even just some sort of event where you have a WNBA, NBA skills competition, co-ed type concept, right? It doesn't have to be contact, but a shooting competition. Shooting is a thing now, right? Since dunking is no longer a big hoopla, it's all about the shot now. But these WNBA players can shoot, right? The whole thing with Sabrina and Steph, that one All-Star game, like that was beautiful. More stuff like that, more interactive, more collaborative, contest related, competitive stuff. I think that bring a lot more eyeballs, because if you're going to watch the men's game anyway, you implement the WNBA players, and somehow creatively, where now I'm watching both of them go at each other, but in a competitive format. It doesn't have to be contact, but shooting is the simplest form of competitive competition. You and I did it for years, right? I do it with my son, so it works at every level. And I think that will be from a real, very novice idea, sitting here talking about it.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, sure.
One thing I'm going to disagree with you on, though, and push back is I don't think it's an eyeball problem. I think the eyeballs are there. I think the interest is there. Like, I have seen, a random girl in this area in a Caitlin Clark jersey. That's unheard of. And I just see any jersey, like, even if it's not a Mystics jersey, like, to see any just random kid in a WNBA jersey, right? Like, I've seen that with my own eyeballs. Here in the DMV, there's some kid had an Indiana Fever jersey on, okay? So I don't think it's an eyeball problem. I think that it's an overhead problem, like a historic, right? Because they've probably been operating on losses for years. That's where I feel like the NBA come on, like, it's like one of those, like, how much money do you need? Like, if we could just scale back a little bit, y'all still gonna be crazy rich. But just share a little bit, like help get, because the interest, to me, that's what I'm saying. Like, the interest is there. It's not the interest. It's not the eyeballs. But it's the business math that's not there yet. It's got to catch up. And can that happen over time? Yes. But we are going to continue to need the Caitlin Clarks, the Angel Reeses, the Sabrina. Like, we're going to continue the Paige. Like, we're going to continue to need that to up the ante every year. It's almost like a person who's massively in debt and is trying to, like, get out of debt and I got this nice $20,000 check or something from somewhere. Like, boom, I put it in there, Caitlin Clark, but, like, I'm still in debt. I still gotta climb up.
But I think my only concern with that is, right, like, it almost feels like a handout.
But who cares?
Right?
Like, it doesn't matter.
It does matter, right? Because I want to earn what I get. This is where the whole statement, pay us what you owe us, that's not a handout. So with the other model where you're saying scale and give some of this, a little piece of the pie to the WNBA.
But it's not for the players. That's not what I'm saying.
But the ROI still wouldn't make sense at this point, because if I'm giving you a handout, what am I getting in return?
It's not a handout.
It is a handout because you're just handing it out for them to sustain or stay afloat, right?
So I've seen this around social media recently, and it's such a great clip. It's from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? And Will Smith got a job in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He got a job to pay his own way through homecoming because he thought that would prove that he was a man and he'd take care of his responsibilities. And they didn't know that he got this job. So they thought he was goofing off because he was always tired. So he was doing school, basketball, job, whatever. So finally they figure out he's this server at a restaurant, and, his Uncle Phil, the dad, the rich uncle, kind of confronts him about, like, why are you doing this? When I told you I got you, and he was like, because I just figured, like, I would be a man, I'd take care of my responsibilities, and then I would pay my own way. And his Uncle Phil looked at him and said, that's the biggest crock of bull I've ever heard in my life. He was like, you don't think people open doors for me? My job is to open the doors for you so that you can kick through them and go through and open doors for the next person. So it's not a handout. They've already earned it. What I'm saying is you got to get the league itself out of the debt, right? You got to lift the league itself up so that then these players who've already earned it, right, can and can do it like as a reasonable, full-time job. As a professional athlete, the way they should as a professional athlete. That's not them saying, okay, Caitlin Clark, I'm going to give you $1 million because I feel bad you don't make enough money. That's not what I'm saying. You got to help the league.
Right.
And then once the league can get to a better stable place, then the players can get the salaries that they should be getting already.
And this is where I feel like the NBA can do they're trying to, who knows, a better job with making those deals with the TV rights and whatnot and other contracts. That's where you need to help them rather than, just shave it off the top.
That's not a handout. So that's what I'm saying.
Perfect. Yeah. No, I'm 100% for that. And I hope they're able to do that. Get more sponsorship deals, whatever the case is, even international games. Go play international games.
Right.
Whatever helps you, partner with the NFL. I don't care how you do it, but work together to help elevate this league for these players so they don't have to go overseas to make that full-time wage that they're chasing. They should be getting it here at home.
Right.
It's a home league.
It's the US of A.
Correct. And you don't make a full-time salary in your own home.
Like I shouldn't have to go to Lithuania to make a living. Like, I mean, I'm in the good old USA.
It is what it is right now. I hope they can fix it. And I don't know if the shirt really pay us what you owe us applies at such an early
I get
stage.
it.
I get the movement, right? I hope they're able to come to an agreement though, because otherwise you're going to have a lockout situation and that's going to hurt the players even more. Hopefully we don't have that situation, but we'll see.
Time will tell.
Sir, let's move on to the NBA real quick.
Okay.
Now there's some major movements, some major big time players.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah. So the landscape's going to change once again a little bit. So let me throw some guys at you and you tell me if it's deep or not that deep.
Oh, our favorite.
Yes, sir. So Bradley Beal has left the Suns. He followed Kevin Durant's footsteps, but he said, I'm gonna go west to the border, right? I'm gonna go to LA. But I'm gonna go to the redheaded stepchild of the team of the LA. I'm gonna go to the Clippers. Join Kawhi. And what do you think? Deep? Not that deep? Maybe?
So basically, Bradley Beal is going to be playing with DNP, knee, shoulder, ankle, whatever, So basically, actually, I think for Bradley Beal, this is deep because he is going to be able to be the secondary scorer in at least 40 games.
Wow.
Because Kawhi will be out.
Wow.
Right? No, I'm just saying.
You're
Think
already predicting Kawhi is going to be out for half the season.
Isn't he always?
I mean,
no, I'm saying, right? At least it's deep for Bradley Beal because he kind of got lost in the shuffle.
He did,
right? He was hurt, he was in and out, right? But assuming he comes back healthy, right? And then Harden's gonna have his time, right?
Yep.
So there's gonna be some times where maybe Brad's the number one guy, potentially. So I think it's actually deep for him to potentially return to some kind of prominent position in the NBA because he is a forgotten guy. Let's be real.
No, for sure.
From the last 2-3 years, he is a forgotten guy. Point blank, period.
I mean,
is this deep for the Clippers? I don't know. Still the Clippers.
So you read my mind, right? I was just going to say he's in deep shit.
Now, you get a returning CP3 potentially? I don't know if that's on your list.
Potentially. Yeah, it was on my list.
My bad.
It's on my list.
My bad. You want me to
No, it's fine.
You get a potential returning CP3, even in limited, right? He's not going to give you the same limited Kawhi is going to give you, but the same limited. Man, that's not a bad look. If you got, CP3, Beal, Harden, Kawhi.
Just a return of the old Lob City Clippers.
Well, man, who you lobbing it to? Kawhi definitely not getting up there with those knees. Who you lobbing it to?
No, I'm saying
not lobbing it to Harden or Beal.
Just saying it was a star-studded team at that point.
But I mean, definitely got some scoring for sure.
If they're on the floor.
I mean, let me just say this: the Clippers were 4 seed last year.
Yes, I believe so.
If it works out well, right? They're probably still the 4 seed.
And then first round out.
But they might be a tough out because they got some good scoring, right?
If they're available.
Well, there's that.
There's that. So, yeah, I'm not impressed. Don't see anything coming out of the Clippers. Yeah.
I think it's deep for Brad. Like, this is your chance, bro. That's why shoot, okay, I'll take an $18 million buyout cut or whatever he took. Right? He left money on the table.
You did.
To get out of Phoenix. I would have taken that too.
Do you blame him?
I mean,
you can blame him?
I mean, there's other places that you could go. So clearly he does. Well, I can't even say that with a straight face. That he cares somewhat about winning because he went to the Clippers. But like,
exactly, that's my point.
He thinks it's a winning situation, I guess.
I mean, I guess the roster speaks like a winning roster. However,
on paper,
correct.
Right, and then it's like in wrestling they used to say, a wrestler can look good and he can talk well in the ring, and then the bell has to ring.
Correct.
And if they can't wrestle,
correct,
then they all get exposed.
Then
and
it's time to play.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but it's good. To me, it's deep for him to get the LA stage to potentially revive himself.
I would agree
for the next couple seasons.
For sure. Especially with like, if he's available, he himself has to be available too, right? So if he's available, he can for sure be the first, some nights first options,
right?
Most nights second option.
I mean, most nights he's going to be the second option because Harden will be there most nights.
For sure.
And Kawhi will be there like
some nights.
Part-time. Load management.
Part-time on a full-time salary. Must be nice. All right, so let's move on to the real team of LA. And the Lakers have made, my friend.
Are they?
I'm just saying. That's who LA considers their real team. The Lakers have made a smart move. Another dad joke? It's a dad joke episode.
I did not endorse this.
So Marcus Smart has packed his bags and said, I'm gonna go out to LA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go team up with Bron, and I really want to team up with this Bronny kid.
This is going off the rails. I mean, real quick.
Sir, do you think that it was a smart move from both sides?
Well, I mean, he left the Washington Wizards. Is that to go to the Lakers? Like, is that a smart move? Fucking you tell me. I know we said we were gonna stop cussing. That's just that was slipped. Like,
it's the anti-Kuzma thing.
I was like, it's like the Zach Galifianakis algebra. As I was computing it, I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't a smart move? Well, what it was for him?
You're right.
He got out of purgatory and moved to the hills in LA. Like, what are we talking about?
Good for him. He's a free man.
Talk about moving on up to the east side. Like, and he went to the west side.
He went to the west side.
Like,
hey, good for Marcus Smart.
No, absolutely, it was an upgrade for him. That's deep,
for sure.
Deep for him. Actually, I think this is a good pickup for the Lakers because defensive, worst case, defensive. What is besides a star or a secondary star, right? Like, the most valuable thing right now to me in NBA is somebody who can play tough defense and hit shots. That's it.
For sure.
Like, that's all you need. Because the game is so spacing and in pick and roll and like, if you can be a pest defensively and knock down shots, open shots.
I mean, we just saw it in the finals, right? Caruso, Dort.
Right.
And he's just another version of that.
So actually, I think it's a great pickup for them.
I think it's an excellent pickup. I think it's gonna. Marcus Smart was also another name that you kind of fell off the radar, right? Because he was one of those guys in Boston who you kind of knew regularly. Yeah. So he has an opportunity.
Definitely a little older.
Sure. But he's also, remember, listen, a guy who challenged Bron for years now gets to go play with him, right?
Yeah. Maybe he takes Bronny under his wings and teaches him his ways.
The defensive ways and potentially some
creates a monster.
Some flopping maybe. I'm just saying. All right, but the one I really want to talk to you about.
Oh, I know it.
This is, I call
Guess
it.
Who's back
correct.
Again?
And it's going to be Dame time, back to the same time zone. Dame returns home.
So
sounds like a bar, actually.
That sounds like a really bad bar.
It does. It's a dad bar.
I want you to go first.
You want me to go first?
Yes, sir.
Wow. So, this was an interesting one for me. And I was like, out of all the places this man could have gone to. And if he's, this whole thing about I want to try to win, I want to be in that situation. And I don't know, I'm going to be honest, I didn't see this coming. This wasn't on my bingo card for yesterday, today, or tomorrow. It just threw me like the eyebrow raise, like, oh, okay. This is like a nostalgia thing. What are we doing here, Dame? Like, is there something that that we don't? Like, are y'all getting Wemby next year? Like, what's going on? Are you getting the first round draft pick for next year? What's going on? Like, so for me, it's like, who do the Blazers have? So like, what help do you have? You're not going to a winning situation. Yes, I know your family still lives out there and all that good stuff, but if you're trying to build a legacy and trying to get that chip under your belt, right, on your belt, right? Like, all right, I got a chip. It's the pressure's off, right? The monkey's off my back. But you kind of like reverted, in my opinion, and you're not really going to a winning situation where a team you could say like the next 2-3 years we're going to be a title contender. You're not. So I felt like you almost did yourself a disservice. And I was hoping he'd go to a team where he actually would have had a potential, like a real chance to take that squad to a deep playoff run, right? Or a deeper playoff run than he's been to. So that's my take on it. Like I was hoping he would, Miami, right? He goes to Miami, helps build that up, team up Adebayo, and like he got a squad there. And he could fit really well into that system. But I mean, you know what? He don't care what I think.
So is it deep or not that deep?
I think it's deeply confusing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I love this move for the sole reason that I can say that Dame Dollar has left the RBA stratosphere, because this move is weak AF. Bro, all the time, Dame, he RBA. Dame, RBA, Bye, Felicia, not RBA anymore.
Wow.
Not RBA anymore.
Wow.
Dude, this move was so weak, and I was deeply confused, right? Because I was like, you only do this to be comfortable. That's it. It's the only reason you do it. You're familiar with it. And there was no rush for you to do this. You just got a big buyout, right? And stretched, and pause, but you got stretched, right? You're still going to keep making money. You're not coming back this year. There's no rush to join anything.
Right.
Let things play out.
Right.
And I'm not gonna claim, obviously, we're not insiders, like we're not connected like that. So we're not gonna claim to know which teams may or may not have been interested, but a shit ton of teams should have been.
No, he was getting calls on some legit teams.
Right? But I would be cool, right? Because I would be like, don't go create a super team. That's fine.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But what you could do, again, I don't know if they're interested or not, you could go with an up and coming star like a Cade Cunningham and go to Detroit. Hey, I'm gonna help mentor the next young star and try to bring a chip here, or another team like that, right? That has a young star, the Magic with Pablo. Sorry. Like there's other places that you could go, and again, there's no rush.
Do you know that Boston was trying to get him?
Boston, again, like no rush. Why? So again, you only like
Portland
is not going to be in contention anytime in the near future.
How about ever?
I mean,
because look at their history, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so you would 3 years and like 3 more years of your life there to not win.
Like, and then you're coming out of your prime now too. By that 3 more years.
And all I heard, damn, he RBA. Like, this is the most anti-RBA thing he could have done.
Yeah, man.
Like, so for me, I was just joking about the love and I just wanted to set that up. But like, no, like look, if his goal is just ride off into the sunset where he's comfortable, then I'm happy for him. And you're going to be one of the top 75 players without a ring. That's fine. If you're cool with that, I'm cool with that for you. Look, if you like it, I love it. Bro. That's what I always say.
Yeah. So we always say, if it makes you happy, it makes me ecstatic, right?
Right.
So I don't know if you remember this. When Dame was first he came into the league, you used to do shoe commercials, Foot Locker and all them. I don't know if you remember this one specific commercial where he's sitting on the couch in his house with all the greats around him.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
And he's like, I don't want to be one of those guys who never won, who didn't want a ring. Oh, I'm sorry, Carl, right? Malone.
Yeah.
And then the next guy, my bad, C-Web.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, and of course the criticism would go the opposite way if he joined like Houston or some shit like that, I mean, even at this point, if he had gone to the Lakers, right? Sure, there's probably going to be some criticism, but that's a damn good team.
Facts.
Right? But again, you don't know. And even if you don't know if Bron's coming back after this year, Luka's there.
Right.
So at least you and Luka for 3 years trying to get a chip, like something.
Something's better than nothing that you're in right now.
Correct. Like talking about confusing.
I mean,
But again, if you're happy and you love it, maybe he just wants to sit back, collect his money, and rap. Like, that's cool.
Bro, like Dame was one of those guys to me, like you said, like I always held him in this high regard over every other player because this dude was RBA.
And I loved, sorry to interrupt you, and I loved that aspect and how he was dedicated to Portland for as long as he was. Yes. Because he loved that city and wanted to bring a chip. But bro, that chapter closed.
Right. You're trying to open something that's already closed, bro.
And now it's like you got out of a 10-year toxic relationship, right? And you went and you dated somebody for a while, and it was cool at times, but at the end it just didn't work out. And y'all amicably split. And what's the first thing that you do? You run back to the damn crazy ex. Why? Why? That's exactly what he did. He ran back to his crazy ass ex-girlfriend.
And he committed for 3 years.
And committed, put a ring on it. And not the ring that he wants.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. I honestly though, like I hope it works out well for him just because of, like I've always respected him. I'm just confused by this decision-making process. Maybe he knows something we don't, but I really hope it works out for him. Do I see it working out? I don't. And I feel like along with both of us, I feel like all of America is confused who knows Dame like that.
I'm just going to put a bow on it. I'm deeply disappointed.
Boom.
Because we could get so much more from Dame in a different situation than Portland.
I just want to see him with another player who can support him. Correct. I want to see him win.
I want to see him win. I love him as a player.
Yes. 100%.
Which is why this is so deeply disappointing.
It is. So,
and I'm not even I'm a Hawks fan, and I'm not even saying he should. It doesn't even make sense for him to go to the Hawks.
It doesn't make sense for it.
But I also am a fan of the game, and dude, you're one of the top 75 players.
Correct.
And you going back to the crazy ex-girlfriend that there's no future in. There's no future in that girl, and you still going back to her.
Dame, we're gonna wish you the best. Hope it works out, and we'll see what time reveals. Sir, let's shift over now. My guy needs to woosah. That's how passionate you feel about this, right? Because it's Dame.
I want the man to succeed. It's like sometimes you can want something for someone they don't want it for themselves. Anyway,
right. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the NFL. We had a lot of a second round guarantees, or as Chuck would say, or Charles Barkley, guarantees. So, sir, TJ Watt. Well, before I get to that, TJ Watt officially inks his deal. He's officially a Steeler, right? I know that was long running.
So not only did TJ Watt get paid, bro, I saw the funniest tweet from JJ Watt. Because there's a picture that was floating around Twitter of JJ's career earnings, which was 127 mil, I think, and then TJ's 3-year 130. And JJ said, I swear to God, if he ever makes me reach for my wallet for a meal again, that's all he said. There's something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. But it's so true. He's like, dude, in this one extension, forget the money he's already made. This one extension, he's made more than his brothers, who's probably a Hall of Famer.
Right.
And they're probably both Hall of Famers at this point. But he's now made more in one extension than his brother did in his whole career. Crazy. And
don't hate the player, hate the game, right? Don't hate the player.
I expected it, even though Pittsburgh's not usually a big money place. But you can't we talked about this a month or so ago when you have to get that deal done, and he becomes the richest non-quarterback contract.
Wow.
On a per annual basis, he jumped Jamar Chase.
Hey, good for him, man.
And Myles Garrett beat Myles Garrett by $1 million. 41
it's the principle
versus 40.
It's the principle.
I mean, it was like when I forget who it was. Somebody said I gotta make $1 more. I gotta make $1 more. It was some. If it was a wide receiver, I forget who it was.
Was it Jamar Chase over his T. Higgins?
Maybe, I don't know.
Probably that one. All right. Well, either way, good for TJ Watt.
Good for
the Steelers. Hopefully, successful career.
Bad for the rest of the AFC North.
All the best.
All the best to them. Glad we don't play him again.
Sauce Gardner.
That's
Wilson.
Crazy to me. Sauce Gardner is the highest paid corner in NFL history right now.
I mean,
this dude's
does he not deserve it?
3 years in the league, so that's crazy.
I mean,
you
think it's too early? You think it's too early?
I just think that
too much too early.
I think it's the league I think it's the business that we're in right now. Because behind him, it was Derek Stingley, who, again, like, same class. Like, is he the best? I mean, I don't know. But, I mean, you can't lie with the, I think he's like a 2-time Pro Bowl, an All-Pro, but he's on the Jets. So it's like, yeah, he's on the Jets. But, no, I mean, he's definitely dope.
The Jets are the Clippers of the East.
I don't know. It's just something about highest paid. Like, so who's going to be next up on the block is Pat Surtain from the Broncos. Yeah. And they're going to have to, Denver.
A couple break strikes for him.
Beep, beep,
right.
Beep, because that dude is, he's universally like, everybody's like, yeah, he's that guy. Like, did you see the clip recently? Ocho, he did like a wide receiver.
Yes.
Him and Jamar.
And they were talking about it.
They were specifically talking about how to run routes against Pat Surtain. Not Sauce Gardner, Pat Surtain. So, just saying, that boy is nasty.
So only about a little bit of time until he becomes the highest paid.
Yeah, and then this is that domino we have with every position, right?
Yep. So Garrett Wilson, his teammate.
That one. Look, if I'm Drake London from Atlanta, I'm doing the same thing. Because my numbers are better than Garrett Wilson.
Ooh, okay.
He got $130 million. Okay. Yeah, no.
Is Atlanta going to dish out that kind of money?
They're going to have to. Ooh, Drake's a stud. It was his same draft class. Drake was drafted higher. He's outperformed him. Yeah, you have to.
It's obvious. It's clear.
It's clear.
Okay.
Get Arthur. Get it done. Matter of fact, if I'm Arthur, I'm getting it done now before the next guy in the market resets. Like, get that shit out of the way and get it done now, because the next one up after Drake is Bijan, and that's going to be another beep.
Y'all got that kind of money?
We might be flying in an airplane instead. Like, you're going to have to. And running back position doesn't traditionally, right? But, dude, like, the Saquons and Bijan, like, it's now on the come up. So there's no way Bijan doesn't take. You have to. You got to. But if Garrett Wilson's getting 130, yeah, nah. Drake gonna.
Wow.
If I'm Drake, and once I saw that, I'm like, I'm gonna do what the kids do, right? Well, this is the phone now.
Yeah.
Call up that agent. Yo, agent, we need to talk. That's what I'm doing.
So Arthur's gonna be down a few hundred millies.
Doesn't matter, bro.
I'm just saying.
He got a few billies. It's like $20 for us.
We're talking about a move. Von Miller, Commanders.
Coming here to the
local area. What you think? Commanders gonna be a problem next year? Coming season?
Commanders are already gonna be a problem. I know. Von Miller and
but age to Von Miller, does it matter?
Dude, Von Miller has been productive. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And you put him in Dan Quinn's defense, and especially you put him as a rotational guy, keep him fresh.
He be all right?
Scary hours.
Commanders gonna be okay.
But they gotta get Terry done. The situation Terry's not like, so that's cool that they brought in Vaughn. That's a huge, great piece, right? Because they lost Jonathan Allen, their D tackle, but they still got guys, right? Like, Commanders are still gonna be, assuming Jaden takes the next step and continues, right? Because you never know, like, could hit second year rookie wall, whatever. Injuries, there's a lot of things that could derail them. But let's just say things keep progressing. Yeah, Von Miller, as an addition to that, is deep. Okay. Very, very deep. But it'll also be very, very deep if they don't get this done with Scary Terry, because he's not happy right now. And he said I think he was questioned about it, and he was like, I haven't broached anything about a trade, but he's like, barring anything getting done, I can't see myself getting out on that field.
Wow.
And so we're hitting a point now where something's got to get done. Like, Commanders, y'all got to get. If there was one thing that was proven last year, is that the connection between him and Jaden Daniels is real.
It was money.
Money. Money. God, you can't let that go.
Yeah, letting that go.
He deserves it. He deserves it. If Garrett Wilson can get 130, Terry should get at least
needs to be your
180.
This needs to be the baseline for you.
Because, like, Garrett Wilson's a good player, but, like, I don't know.
He's no Terry.
He's no.
Gotcha.
No. Okay. I didn't see 130 coming.
Good for him.
Great for him. Yeah. Look, one thing I was always, so this kind of back to the WNBA conversation a little bit, but I've always heard, like, you get paid what you're worth.
Yep.
And what you take If you take that's what you value your worth at. And so if they said, okay, we value your worth at 150 and you value your worth at 150, then that's what you're worth. If they're going to pay you for it, well, are you going to say no?
Of course not.
If you're going to say no, at 150,
you're overpaying.
no, sorry, 130. That 130 sounds good, but honestly, I really think I'm only a $90 million player. Nobody's going to do that. But again, if Garrett Wilson can get 130, Terry needs at least 150 to 180. Sorry.
Wow.
Dude is a top.
No, I agree, bro. I'm with you. I see it.
What? Just saying.
But speaking of money, right? Probably not crazy money like that. A lot of second round guarantees came through.
That's
Some
crazy.
of them historical things came through.
Most of them. It's like a weird trend that happened this year where I forget which second round pick it started with. It was just like, I want to hold out for guaranteed money. And then it was like the rest of them were like, oh, yeah, let's wait and see what happens with this. And then that first domino fell. And all of a sudden it was like this week, it was like boom, 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 boom. All these second round picks signed and either got fully guaranteed, which like Adam Schefter kept tweeting, is like this player got a fully guaranteed, and the first time in NFL history for pick 35, the first time in history for pick 42, and like these guys getting, and if they weren't getting guaranteed, like fully guaranteed, it was dang close because like one guy had a 4-year $10.6 million contract and got 10.07 of it guaranteed. So all but like 600,000 guaranteed. Like, so to me, I think we're only a couple years, but I think all second round picks are going to end up on fully guaranteed contracts.
Wow.
That's where we're headed. I mean, it's clear as day.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen shortly after that? The guys at the top of the third round are going to be like, well, wait a minute. And then eventually, everybody who gets drafted is going to have some kind of fully guaranteed contract.
So Mr. Irrelevant.
But it wouldn't be a lot, right? I mean, if you get down to Mr. Irrelevant, he'd probably have a, guaranteed, 700,000?
Just a measly
like
700,000.
I mean,
right?
look, I'll take it.
Facts.
I'll take it.
I'll be
They cut
Mr.
me.
Irrelevant. So.
Give me the 700,000 and cut me. I'm good. That's all
exactly. There you go. Boom. Tax free though.
I need.
No, sir. All right. So with that being said, though, with the second rounders being, let's be careful. Do you think this is gonna carry over to other sports? Because you see how like leagues are copycat leagues, right? Perhaps not as much cross sport, but again, money's money.
No, I don't think so because the big sports already have guaranteed contracts.
Second rounders don't get that kind of guarantee.
Yeah.
For NBA at least.
But on football is different because like football, the idea of guarantees, like it's progressing, but it's nowhere near where baseball and basketball are.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I think football's behind everybody. So I don't think it will be some
Time to catch up.
Something that will be the other way around.
Got it. Okay.
So eventually football becomes fully guaranteed.
Understood.
If we ever get to that point.
Sounds good. We'll see. What time will tell.
We'll
Time
see.
will tell. And bro, I want to talk about, I've been waiting for this. The RBA aura. This is such a, almost like I had to hold myself back. It's very like a wholesome, almost like a teary-eyed type of story from a gentleman, a young man who has been
Criticized.
Well said. Has been
Ostracized.
There you go.
Under the microscope.
There you go.
Villainized.
Keep going. Drop him.
I'm out of eyes.
He's out of eyes. I mean, this gentleman, this young man, this fine young man who's been raised extremely well, right? Kudos to his pops, who's also been all those words.
And his moms.
But all those words you just mentioned also applied to his dad at some point. And even to now, for some people. There was a fire in Cleveland's East Side. Right, 40 families are displaced, and I guess it's a regular day for certain folks, right? There's a fire, whatever, you go to the routine. But Shedeur Sanders, he got wind of this, and
he was out of town.
He got wind of this, and him and his team, within 5 days, put together an event and all that to go out to this, go out to this community and to truly give back. And from what some of the things I've read or I've heard, he was advised not to go out there into that part of town, perhaps, or that community, and to put himself in that situation. Now, I don't know why. Maybe safety, I don't know. But this man said, no, I'm here and I'm going to be part of this community. I want to be with them, not just throw money at this and just, do my status, my quote unquote media thing, right? Feel good thing.
Yeah, I saw where he said some kind of quote like anybody can just donate money or put money towards something, but it's different when you actually show up, something along those lines.
And what kind of role model behavior that sets for the kids who watch you do something like this, who one day could grow up to be just like you or another athlete or another person who's going to impact the community, right? You pay tickets to go watch an athlete. When an athlete comes into your home and shows that they care and want to be part of your life, it's bigger than football, right? Like you said, like that's a good human being. That's not even an athlete anymore. And that being a good human being goes so much further than being an athlete, right? Because you're going to be a human being longer than you're going to be an athlete. Mm-hmm. And it just speaks to the high level of character and integrity and just a guy with his moral compass. Like I already respected this young man, but this just took it to a whole nother level. Like I feel like this was the RBA aura of auras. Like this was beyond a performance. This was a life thing, right? You went and man, like I salute him, his family, his pops, moms, like for raising a fine young man who went out in the community and truly gave back the way you're supposed to give back. Not just financially, but your own time.
All of that. And I hope we see this season that he takes over the quarterback job and does not give it up. And he becomes the guy for Cleveland. That Cleveland's been searching for the guy for a very long time.
That's right.
And I hope it's him.
Facts.
I hope it's him.
Hope it's him. And
no, go ahead.
And I hope other players take note of this. And I know some players do it, like JJ Watt did it a lot with Houston, with the Floods.
Yeah, some players do.
I want, this should be a more active, and maybe some players don't want to be in the media and just show that, whatever the case is. But what I like hearing these type of things.
Well, there'll be some haters that'll be like, he did it for the media attention and all that.
He didn't have to.
But he didn't have to. He could just... Yeah.
Correct.
Could have easily...
You could have showed up with a bunch of bodyguards and all that.
And could have easily just donated and made a big thing about the donation too.
Right. So
no, yeah, for sure. This is definitely the RBA aura. You can't compete with that. But I will give you one more fun one on the way out. Because nothing's going to match that. I guess it's not going to compete with that.
Okay.
But there was an NBA player who was scheduled to go to a bunch of Team Jordan events. Jordan, Jordan, as in Jordan, Michael.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
As in Michael Jeffrey Jordan. As in
Air Jordan.
23. As in Air Jordan. As in the GOAT for some people, right?
Like that guy right there. This guy.
That has a whole event for the Jordan brand with multiple different events with all of their signature guys. And this particular player was scheduled to be a part of it all. But he told LeGoat, not LeGoat. He told the GOAT. I'm looking at that picture of LeBron. But he didn't tell him directly. But he told the Jordan team, he said, nah.
I'm good.
You know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to go to Vegas. I think it was Vegas. Go support my rookies in the summer league. I'm going to go with my other teammates. Not the Jordan brand. We'll go with my NBA teammates that I'm going to be playing with this season. And we're going to go watch the Rooks play. And the second year players and the guys who are fighting for one of those roster spots, right? Fighting for that two-way contract. Fighting to be on the Skyhawks G League team.
Okay.
Right? Trae Young.
Good for
my
him.
guy.
Hey.
He said, I'm good on the Jordan event. I'm going with my guys. I thought that was RBA.
No, I love it, bro.
I love it.
You dropped a media event to go support your squad, man. That's respect.
Shows how, in the reports have been coming out, how locked in he is and how committed he is to Atlanta. Because, there was those speculations for a while.
Yep.
He has completely erased all that. He is locked and loaded. Talking about another guy who is probably going to get a massive extension.
I hope he gets more help, though.
Well,
he needs help.
We'll part with this. His quote was, he believes that this team is the closest to that team that made the run when he got hurt by the ref in the conference finals. That this team is the closest to that team.
We'll see.
And
we'll see.
We're going to see.
We'll see.
A lot has to happen, but the path is there.
Well, we shall see.
I just thought it was very RBA-ish.
No, for sure.
I don't need the glamour event, with my signature shoe and all. No, I'm going to go.
No, I love it. I love hearing stories like that. And I want to leave on this one tiny thing. Sorry. This is no Trae shade, I promise you. None whatsoever. This is actually, I want to give a shout out to my son.
Okay.
went out to camp, right? He went to a basketball camp, a sleepover type camp, 10 hours of basketball a day, living the dream, living the life, away from mom and dad, right? We were on about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from the location, your old stomping grounds.
Yes, sir.
And this man, he told me before he left, I'm on a mission this season, or this season's camp. And I was like, what's your mission? He's like, kill everyone. And I was like, wow. Okay. So last year he fell short. Like he came back with some hardware, but he fell short. He wasn't up to his standards. He felt like he could reach better standards. So he worked all season, went this season, and boy came back. He accomplished his mission. There was some, there's always some play that they do where you take the better kids and put them in whatever. But he RBA'd. He came back a better player. He came back more locked in and focused. So I want to give him a shout out, credit to your hard work, and keep it up. And all the other kids who are working hard, right? Like it's not just him. It's every kid out there so I have a quote now, and it's, you grind in the shadows so you can shine in the light. Right? And he's taken that, he's ran with it. So we are grinding in the shadows for sure. And when the time came to shine in the light, boy came back with a bunch of hardware. And super proud, super happy. We don't do it for the hardware though, we do it for the results, and he sees the results are paying off. So congratulations to him. And that's all I got, bro.
That's all we got. So next time.
So with that, remember to subscribe while you're there. Tell us about anything you like, didn't like, comments, all that good stuff at Think RBA.
Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.